Before using the estimating tool, there are a few settings to check over first that will affect your estimates. Once you have set up your estimating options, you will only ever return to these settings if a change is required. Let's start with the easy default settings first. First up, we will set our measurements. MyConstruct provides most standard measurements by default. However, you can add more customized measurements by clicking the Create Measurement button if you have any specifics that aren't already listed here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at creating a custom measurement. Here, we provide a name for your measurement and then a shortened version for the description, which will be used to save space on your estimates. The rounding value sets the decimal place quantities will be rounded to. The divisor determines by what figure measurements will be divided. For example, an item set with per 1000 measurement is divided by 1000. Once you have set the values, click the Create button. Your new measurement will now show throughout MyConstruct when you are building estimates and quotes. Now let's have a look at pricing areas. Pricing areas store the different geographical areas or suburbs in which you are working. For example, you may have a standard item like a concrete supply, which has a different cost based on the location you need it to be delivered. You should ensure you change the default area to your location or add additional pricing areas to the list. Working in several locations is not a problem once you have set them up in MyConstruct. Simply add extra pricing area and later we will add different rates to your inventory items based on these pricing areas. All you have to do is create the required area and enter the details. Let's create one now. Once we've created our pricing areas, we're now ready to move on to cost centers. The cost centers area is split into 3 sections: type of work, work stages, and cost centers. The type of work groups are a list of cost centers that you'll be working within. And the work stages are a subgroup which allows another level of the control on the cost centers for helping the quote or order stages of a job. For a more specific work type, let's create our own. Now let's name it and click the Create button. Notice when I click on the new type of work that we've just created, all of the items in the panel on the right and below disappear. This is because we don't have any work stages or cost centers assigned to it. Let's create a work stage. Click the Create Stage button. Name the stage and click the Create button. Now let's create a cost center. Click the Create Cost Center button. We can name the cost center and associate it to the work stage we just created. This is where we manage our inventory. The cost centers we created earlier are used to easily filter through the list of inventory items. At the moment, I have some inventory already listed. Notice as I click between items, the pricing information below changes. Let's create some inventory. We're currently viewing commercial work type, and I have just created a residential work type, so let's go ahead and select that now. As we haven't created any inventory items yet, this list is currently empty. Let's create a new inventory item now. We need to fill out the new inventory item form. Note this GTO field. This stands for Graphical Takeoff. There is another tutorial for this, so for now we'll leave this blank. This can always be updated later. Notice that all the information we just entered is now displaying in the Item Info area. Now it's time to create pricing. Recognize these options? They're from our pricing areas, cost centers, and measurements. Let's create a new inventory item now. Setting up your inventory correctly from the start is very important and will save you time down the track. There is also an option to import your own inventory via a CSV file for more advanced users by clicking here. This tool is covered in a separate video and our knowledge base. Now we are all ready to start estimating. Check out the part 2 of this video to learn all about building the estimate, creating a quote for the estimate, requesting quotes, and ordering. Still require help? Try the Show Me How feature available in all help menus. This is found by clicking the help icons throughout the system. We also have a large knowledge base with plenty of help articles to get you started, or if you get stuck, you could submit a support ticket via the support button on the knowledge base.